I am Turch, and with me is my co-host, the CEO, the groomsman, who doesn't actually talk any of his ideas with his other groomsmen.
Whoa.
It's Kieran. How are you, buddy?
I have a working party, and yes, I do need to communicate with the other groomsmen. But anyway.
Long story short, I went out to dinner with another groomsman last night, and I said, "Oh, you and Trash, you're doing a speech with Kieran." He goes, "When did that happen?" I said, "Kieran told you, right?" No, he did not, apparently.
A, I was probably drunk, and B, I probably didn't tell Traj. And told someone else.
Well, that other person is now doing a speech with you, I guess. And with us today, the other half of the Karaok Big-E podcast, and the owner of the Sixers podcast, it is Kembo Slays. How are you, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing great. You got it right. You got the Kembo right. That's a rare thing. Appreciate that. Thanks for having me on.
No worries. It's a pleasure to have you here.
It's about time we had you on. We've had I've been on your show. I've been on
Yep.
Big E's been on our show. And now we've got you on, and now I feel like Kieran's going to come on to your show, and
for sure.
And that's it. And then the circle is complete, and then we'll start our own. The
circle will be complete. Yeah, and it all started when Big-E was just super butthurt about you guys talking about how bad our podcast is. When we talk about how bad it is on the show all the time.
That's what I think I brought it up during the little roast of you guys. I was like, they bring up how bad they are, and then they don't fix it.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Exactly. I mean, the only reason why I was ever like defending him and like being butthurt with him is just because, you know, he's my friend. So I was just like, yeah, man. But really, like, I listened to your show, like, I was like, this is funny. Like, they're actually taking the piss out of us. It's great.
We did, you know.
That's the Australian way.
Sense of humor.
Yeah.
You know,
totally.
so, have you ever seen that meme? It's like girls, like, you know, Australians call friends cunts, and like people that they like that they don't like mates or friends. It's a bit like
exactly.
that. It's like, oh, look at this cunt over here. It's all good, you know. But
it's so weird. I mean, that's the word is so forbidden for no reason in America. It's like, come on. I wish I could do it, but I'd be the only one doing it. So it's like that. Mean Girls. Stop saying fetch. It's never gonna catch on. I mean, that's how I feel whenever I say it, because everybody's whoa.
Look, I wouldn't say it in a business professional setting, but down at the pub.
When I'm with my pals, I'm only saying it when I'm with my buddies, and it's like, dude, come on, these guys are still like they don't get it. You know?
It's a bit like that. It's a bit of fun, but you guys have a few words here and there that we don't really say around here as much.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, that's like the whole thing about growing up in the Midwest. You can get a lot of people. You talk to a lot of American people, I know for sure. And I think I might be the quintessential suburban person because I know that you guys are kind of suburban.
Yeah.
Melbourne, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm suburban Chicago is where I grew up. So you can, put celery salt on your hot dog. Make sure you don't put any ketchup on there. You know, that's my like big thing. I say
it's the accent. You gotta.
Sorry, I said whoa. Celery salt, no ketchup.
Celery salt, yeah.
What the fuck is celery salt?
Oh, you can't have a Chicago dog without no celery salt. I'll tell you that much. You got to drag it through the garden and put some celery salt on there. You got yourself an authentic Portillo's hot dog.
So celery salt is it salt combined with dried up celery? What is it?
That's a great question, and I don't think that anybody knows the answer to that.
What's in the Big Mac? No one really knows, but damn it, what's in the special sauce? You don't ask that question.
Yeah, it's like, it's crazy. It's like it doesn't really even add anything either. It just kind of like it looks like really fine like pepper. It's like a really fine ground spice, and so it's like. You just see it, and like that's got celery salt. It's like, oh, okay, yeah.
I don't even
really taste anything.
Do we even have like a specialty sauce in Melbourne? Not really.
Oh, we've got craft beer.
Yeah, we're good like that. I'm just thinking like a traditional Australian delicacy is like fairy bread or something like that.
Lamington? Meat pie.
Yeah, we do a good meat pie.
Meat pie, Vegemite for sure.
Have you ever had Vegemite?
You guys do shoeys there too. Shoeys are.
Shoeys, yeah.
But that's just beer out of a shoe. That's just funny. You know.
I'm like level 4 Australian right now. I'm kind of in it.
Wait,
I've done my research. Okay.
Have you ever had Vegemite?
No, I have not.
Oh, you know what? After the show, send me your address. We'll send you a jar of Vegemite somehow.
Holy shit! No way.
Yeah,
All
why
right,
not?
I can't
How can we
accept a
lose?
gift like that.
All right,
I'll eat it.
I'm gonna tell you how to do the Vegemite. Right. This is the instructions of the Vegemite.
Don't do what Tom Hanks did, right? Basically.
Yeah, basically, you get. I reckon.
What, catch coronavirus?
Yeah, that's how he got it. He spread the Vegemite too
We're
quick.
actually mailing you coronavirus in a jar.
And I think the FDA or something also barred Vegemite because of its yeast or something.
Yeah.
You can make alcohol. So this is illegal shit.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I'm all about it, dude.
You get, I reckon, plain white bread.
Mm-hmm.
You want a nice brown, not too brown toasted, right? But
Mhm.
you toast that bread, and then get a bit of butter. Salted butter, I reckon's the best. And
Okay.
you can go, you put that salted butter on, right? But then you get, if you get your knife and you get a bit of Vegemite, because you're American, I'm making this assumption. Reduce it by a quarter.
Yeah.
Reduce it by a quarter, and then that's how much you spread on
nice
the Vegemite.
thin
It's a
layer.
thin layer. It's really think of it like a potent medical potion, right? It's potent, so you just want a little bit.
Yeah.
You'll be right. Once you get it, you'll decide if you like it or not. I think it's an acquired taste.
It's like Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure of it. Oh, Dr. Pepper. Yeah, I got some Dr. Peppers in my fridge right now. Hell yeah.
See, that's like not something common in Australia. You can buy it, but you can't.
And it's an acquired taste over
definitely
here.
an acquired taste.
Yeah. Don't you have like KFC down there too?
Yeah, we've KFC.
Yeah, KFC or Wendy's or something. I know. God, what's her name? Claudia O'Doherty. She's a comedian. She came on some podcast and they literally just talked about the differences like the entire time. And she was like, yeah, no, we have fast food. We have like a lot of the American staples.
We don't really have too many. Like, I guess the big ones would be like Burger King, Macca's, KFC.
Yeah.
And Domino's and Domino's. Probably the big
Ooh,
four.
Domino's. Wow.
But,
Domino's is known for being like real shit up here.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Nothing changes across
Likewise.
the board.
Good.
Nothing
Good.
changes across the board.
Likewise.
But I guess the other one we have here, the Australian fast food place, would be like Red Rooster. Which is
I've heard of that.
Roast chicken. Is it roast?
Yeah, roast chicken.
And then you got Nando's, which is big in the
Nando's.
UK.
Yeah.
And
We don't have Chipotle Mexican Grill.
nah,
I really want us to get a Chipotle.
no, we don't really have any
Man,
Mexican takeaway
It's like
Mexican.
it's so simple. You know, Chipotle is like so simple, and it's so like Anglofied that it's not really, you know, it's like Taco Bell. It's not Mexican, but it's like it's so Anglofied, but it's so good. I don't know what it is about it. They it's like, you know, so they put something in the rice or the chicken or something. It just all together. It's great. Yeah, it's you know, I won't say that you're not missing out. You are missing out by not having Chipotle. I'll tell you that much.
I was gonna say the only one we really have that's really truly Australian is Red Rooster, and you're not missing out.
Yeah.
and it's probably been sold
Yeah.
a million times in 10 years, and the Chinese probably own it.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's why
totally.
They own everything
Well,
here in Australia.
I was going to ask you guys, since we have like, I mean, you guys obviously have heard of Outback Steakhouse up here.
Oh, is
Now
that Texas,
that is,
Texas
know,
Roadhouse?
yeah, it's like steaks. It's supposed to be Australian. And are there any like American restaurants that are like, yeah, America burgers and like that?
Oh,
Besides just like the big chains, are there any like kind of chain? Because you don't have Outback Steakhouse down there, do you?
I think we do have one in Queensland. Like
Yeah, I mean one. Yeah,
Yeah, one or two.
it's not like a huge.
But
Like
the thing
I live in the middle of the Midwest in Illinois, and there is an Outback Steakhouse here.
I think with American style food, it's a lot of little, I guess, I wouldn't say boutique-y, but I would just say like one or two stores, like 8-Bit Burger or like American Grill Burger or that hot dog place on High Street. They're like one-off shops that, you know, small business
Yeah.
owners own, and they go, no, we do like American style burgers, we do American style hot dogs, we serve American style beer, and that's about it. We don't really have like a chain restaurant of American style
totally.
stuff, you know?
And I think the other thing is here, you can
For
go
sure.
into pretty much any restaurant in Australia and get a pretty decent steak.
We're very lucky here.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, like, you know, because we have so much cattle, you know, we ship our meat around the world. So it's just like, we've got pretty good meat in Australia.
Good.
It's a
Yeah, I
double
mean, there's a
entendre.
meat shortage up in America. I mean, we haven't really seen any of. I mean, me personally, we're fortunate enough to live in like the Midwest. Like I said, it's like there's not much meat shortage, but they're talking about it. So I guess it's real, but I haven't really been affected by it. But there's some good local stuff because you know it's just all cows and everything out in where I am now. So that's a positive about moving from the suburbs to quite honestly the middle of nowhere. But there's infrastructure though. There's like there's tall buildings. People are always shocked when they come into Peoria, Illinois, is specifically what I'm talking about, and it's kind of like a flyby city or a drive-by city. You just kind of drive through it when you're going on a road trip or whatever, and people are always so surprised, like, oh, there's buildings there. There's like a downtown and everything. I'm like, yeah. It's kind of shit, though. I mean, it's not. It's not great.
What would be the population of that city, though?
Oh wow, you're gonna have to make me do some research here because
just give us a
clue
rough
about that
estimate.
stuff.
You know.
I am like the absolute worst of making assumptions. 115,000.
Oh, that's huge.
That's like Thornbury.
Yeah, that's like a whole suburb of ours.
Yeah, no, it used to be the second largest city in Illinois next to Chicago, but then some other cities up in the northern part of the state kind of started passing it up. It's on the river, so it was like, you know, back in the days of you know, river transporting stuff. It was a big whiskey distilling city, so it was like a big you know, kind of, I don't know, industrial revolution city, and then it really did fall off.
Ballarat, it's like Ballarat.
Is it like Ballarat?
There we go. Yeah, I'm with you now. I've got
Yeah,
the
we understand.
Australian reference.
That's about the same sort of population. Same
Yeah,
sort of population.
my mom grew up here, so I have like 15 cousins that are all around and stuff. And I had no intention of ever living here. I mean, it's great. I enjoy it, but my wife is from like 45 minutes west of here, and it's kind of a central little spot in Illinois. It's great.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. I'll talk shit about it all day long, but I mean, it's fine.
Oh, that leads us beautifully into. You messaged me. We were trying to organize this show, and you said, "I've got so many rants, and I need to come onto your show." So, Kembo.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna call you Keb because that's what Australians do. We shorten everything, despite the fact it's already short.
But Kebmo's got the O on the end.
He does have the O.
Because normally, if in Australia, if your name's like Steve, we would call you Steve-O or Franco.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
Oh well,
I don't know
not Myco, but these are bad examples.
I don't know.
You've already got the O.
I don't know.
I agree, Keb.
Of course.
Keb.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keb, what have you got for us today?
Yeah, so I have a couple of rants, but the first one I have, I don't know. I didn't listen to the full first episode of you guys talking about that damn dirty podcast about the socialists, but the first one I have is we have to cancel culture.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are on the same page, but my favorite comedian, I listened to a podcast of his. It's obviously going to be no longer at this point, but Chris D'Elia.
Oh yeah.
He's a stand-up comedian. Yeah, he's been canceled, and it's just like, okay, yeah, sure. There's exceptions, like. Yeah, he probably deserves to be canceled, but there's a lot of like guys who are going into like the NFL draft, and they'll bring up like a forum post from 10 years ago when they were 12, and it's like, oh, you're gay, and like it's like, oh, well, his draft number is slipping. You know, it's like, what? He's a 12.
Yeah.
You know, 12-year-olds are always going to be 12-year-olds.
Chris D'Elia,
you know, the internet was around when we were that age. I mean, I'm sure that there's shit. What's going to ruin you, you've already done. Basically, is what I'm saying.
I don't understand.
We shouldn't be ruined.
I don't understand this whole cancel culture sort of thing, because it seems like the socialists, like even when we were talking about it, them and going through that episode there, they seem to really latch onto this. So, Kieran, do you know what happened with Chris D'Elia?
Now,
They found out that, was it a couple of years ago, he was messaging underage women?
Yeah.
Give or take.
I'll jump into his defense a little bit, because so he's a road dog, right? He's a comedian, always on the road, and he would do what every other like single guy traveling would do. And like, if some girl messaged him after the show, like, great show, he'll just be like, hey, what's up? You know, and if they said that they were underage, he would, permanently block them and end the conversation.
Yeah.
But like, some girls are coming out and being like, oh, I was underage when he did that. And they'll show like the screenshots and they'll say like, oh, I'm 16. And he'll be like, okay, bye. It's like, it's so weird.
Yeah.
It's like, there's been nothing proven that he's done anything like actually wrong.
You know how there's
so
laws.
It's like, it's infuriating.
You know how there's laws, right? I think it's in America, in Australia too, possibly. How you can't do like revenge porn. Like, you can't get the naked photos that someone sent to you, and then after a relationship send it out to everybody. Like, there's laws against that. That should be also the same about text messages that men send to women, because that's revenge porn for men.
Great point.
Because we don't care. Like, if our dick's out there, we don't give a fuck, because we don't want anyone to, no one's going to look at it anyway. But if someone's seeing our embarrassing messages, that's when I'd be like, you know what? Where's the law to protect us? the regular guy.
Yeah, exactly.
But the cancel
I'm so
culture...
glad that you're kind of, on the same page there. I mean, that really just, I don't know, it really honked me off. Cancel culture as a whole. I mean, like I said...
But they're canceling everybody.
Maybe, I don't know. But it's like, there's so many things where it's like so small in my mind, and I feel like I'm in the majority of people saying like, this is ridiculous. Why is this person being canceled over nothing? Like Aziz Ansari. I don't know if you remember a few years ago, some girl was like, oh yeah, I had a bad date with him, basically. Yeah. And then everybody's like, oh, fucking cancel is it? It's like, what?
But people that make that noise, that say, cancel, in my mind, are actually quite tiny of the percentage of people, but they make so much noise. Yeah. And then people think that, we've got to follow this because this is mainstream. I'm not sure if you know of Chris Lilly here in Australia.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Oh, 100%. Summer Heights High was one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, fantastic. And
just recently he was canceled, right? What was that all about?
Because he wore blackface.
But he makes, in his satire, he's got a show spin-off with Jemay where he dresses up as a girl. He dresses up as a Tongan. He's
got lunatics as well, which he does the South African woman.
He does every character. He's not like he's picking on one.
No.
He's doing satire.
Exactly.
It's satire. He's doing a range of...
Well, the guys from Little Britain, they've been taken off the streaming services as well, because like one of the characters dressed up as a black woman, but they're making fun of like big black women, the big white women, like talking in a certain way at a health spa and all this sort of stuff. And it's a satire of people, like, it's like I don't understand.
Comedy is there to push boundaries and
exactly.
I was sitting here going, why is it cancelled?
Well, I don't understand. They've just what's it called, on the Simpsons and on Family Guy, they've said like Cleveland Brown, the character, black guy.
Yeah.
They've just said, oh, we're gonna get a black guy to voice him. Because, and I'm like, okay, well, all his animation cells should also be drawn by a black guy. Like, where do you stop?
Exactly.
Where do you stop? Like, where do you stop? It's like, they send those animation cells to a sweatshop in Japan or China to draw for them. Yeah. That's okay, but where do you stop?
Oh, so nuts.
And you know what? Let's go back to Tom Hanks. He started in a film where he started as, as a castaway. And in that film, he was a pilot. and that other film he was Forrest Gump. He's never been any of these people. He's not a pilot. He's never been a castaway. He's never actually
And he portrays a drunk pilot.
A drunk pilot. He's
No,
never
oh
been...
no, am I getting the wrong film?
It's the wrong film.
That's Flight,
Yeah,
sorry.
You know, he was
He
Santa...
is not the captain now.
Yeah,
He is
exactly.
not the captain
He
now.
was Santa Claus in that film. He was big. But he was never been that person.
He was a kid in an adult's body.
Yeah, exactly right.
That's one they'll try to cancel that one soon. I'm sure, if it hasn't been already.
You know,
a kid fucking an old woman. That's great.
But all of these things, he was never that person in real life. But you know what his job is?
Yep.
You know what his real job is? An actor.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
That's his job to portray.
Well, just recently, like, what was it? Yesterday, Big Mouth, the Netflix show. I don't know. It's Nick Kroll does that animated show, Big Mouth, and the girl who voices a half black girl on the show is a white girl, and she just yesterday was like, "I can't do it anymore." You know, I can't. It's like,
Same as was it
whatever. I mean,
Ali Breeson or whatever it is, the one from she was in Community, but then she's been in BoJack Horseman. But she plays the Asian chick in BoJack Horseman.
Yeah.
She like regrets doing the show now because she should have given the job to an Asian person, this and that. I'm like, great, give back all the money.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know, if you're that
what's his
donate
name?
the millions of dollars that you got for that show and give it back. I mean, the guy that did the voice of BoJack Horseman has never been a horse. but,
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
give your money to horses.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly right. I just don't get it. I'm with you with this one here.
What's
Just
his name? The Falcon guy from the Marvel movies. Just today, I read an article that was like, he was defending it. It was great. It was like Black Panther. It was an all black like production crew and everything. And he's like, I think that's the most racist thing. Because were they not good enough to work on the other ones? Like, it's literally like, okay, you want us to be proud of this like all black production crew and everything, but that's actually racist. Which, you know, honestly, I agree with him there. I mean, that's not cancel culture. That's just like an observation. He's right. It's like, why do we have to do this affirmative action movie? Basically, it's like you're making us feel like we're second-rate citizens. You know?
I've never seen
so weird
politically correctest people like this, those cancel culture type people, really politically correct people, and white supremacists have the same ideas.
Oh yeah.
Because right there they go,
crazy.
like Apu, they want to get rid of Apu because he's a racist stereotype. So white supremacists like, great, less black people on my TV. And
100%, dude. They agreed. And you know what?
And these cancel culture people are going, great, we got rid of a stereotype.
He went up to a pastor and he actually kissed him on the lips. It was great. It was perfect.
You know, I've never seen, you know, PC culture people and white supremacists be on the same side before. That's my favorite. That's what I'm taking from this.
It's 2020, dude. We live in hell. Everything's it's just messed up.
I'm just waiting for the new season of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That is back on Amazon Prime, and I've been watching it again. Oh my god, that is great.
I can't wait.
Awesome.
I can't believe South Park has gotten away with it for so long.
No, but this is my thought, right?
God, yeah.
It doesn't. People who go, South Park is like, yeah, we are wrong. People accuse us, and we don't care, and we continue to do what we do.
Yeah.
But there's other people who I think go, they get a little bit of flack, and they go, okay, now we're going to change.
Yeah.
And
South Park have never done that.
South Park are like, no, that's all stupid. We're just going to continue to do what we're doing.
My favorite scene of South Park, I just saw a screenshot of it, and I'll show it to you later. But remember when they're saving the whale, Wilsey, stuff like that? Do you remember that one, Kembo?
I'd have to see it.
Oh,
I don't.
Well,
I wasn't allowed to watch it because my parents back in the day. I mean, we're the same age. All of us, I think, are the same age.
Give or take,
I'm 30, and it's like, right when I wish I should have been watching it. My parents were like super, Christian and like, don't, you're not allowed to watch it. So that confirms your point. It's like, okay, for so long they pushed the boundaries.
In this scene, all the boys are trying to save this whale because I think this whale. Hey, speaking of boys, and they're trying to save this whale that's in a whale tank at the aquarium, and so they go, we're going to dress up at night, and we're gonna go save this whale. So every one of them's got like black on their face to cover up their face to hide them from the dark.
I remember this. I
And
completely
then-
remember it now that you're saying it. Yeah.
But then, what's his name? Token, the black guy. He's got white on his face to be the opposite. And I'm like, that's pure, beautiful satire. Everything about that is fantastic, and I love that sort of stuff.
It's funny to everybody. It's funny to
Yeah.
okay. Who's it not funny to? The people who are trying to cancel it.
Yeah.
That's literally they're a small crowd and they're just so loud. Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's a really perfect way to put it. It's just a small minority that is so loud. It's crazy.
I love
That's
it.
my rant.
All right, I've got it because you've brought it up.
You brought it up.
I am fascinated by religion and America's religion and American
I'll
Christianity.
leave the
No,
studio now.
give me that, because in Australia we're just not religious. Even if we say we're religious, most of us might turn up to church at Christmas and Easter just to please the family.
Well,
and then
that's
that's
how
it.
it is basically here. I'd say the majority is like that
Right.
in America.
But
But the thing is, they claim a certain denomination, such as Catholicism or whatever. They claim a denomination, but don't practice at all, and so that's why you get a difference in opinion there. You guys are more better for worse, lack of a better term, more woke when it comes to just saying I'm not religious. As far as I know, because I mean, I've never heard of any Australian churches or whatever. I know that people will go down there and be missionaries because there's not a lot of Christians that claim Christianity down
See,
there.
look, we're pretty
So
good. What we do is we
it's
get
cool.
people to the highest level, and then we say that they're pedophiles, and then we put,
Yeah.
and then they are pedophiles, but we don't send them to prison. That's what we do here in Australia, apparently.
Good.
That's really
Good,
what
yeah.
happened. Like
and any time there's a missionary person who tries to convert me on the streets, it's a good 45 minutes to an hour.
we leave him.
Yeah, my
We
friends
pick him up
leave me
later.
because I'm like, oh, let me open this can
Well,
of whoop ass.
I was gonna say, how much time do you have? Because I actually was a Catholic missionary
Get
for
at
a
it.
year of my life.
God, fuck, come on, whoa, yeah, go on.
Where'd
Okay,
you go? Where'd
so
you go?
I
Wait, how did you get into that? Like, what was the steps? Was it like something your
Yeah.
parents said go do, and then you went off, or?
No, so it's actually it's a very unique story. It's not the the thing that you would imagine when you say missionary. So I'll start off at the end, which is I was a Catholic missionary at a college campus in America, actually Northern Illinois University. It was a full hour and a half drive from where I grew up. So it was glorified. I would say I was a missionary, but I was living in a town that was really close to where I grew up. So
I get what you're doing.
I
You
just
did it to bang broads. I get it.
Yeah.
yeah, it's yeah. No, it's like the thing is when people talk about missionaries, it's like, okay, you're going to this place a foreign place where they've never heard of God and trying to convert people, whatever, blah blah blah. A college campus is honestly just as hard, because it's like you got all this stuff right in your face happening that's anti whatever you want to say, religion, I guess, organized religion at least. So I don't know. It was the best year of my life though. It was really fun. I met my wife there. It was a good time. But
See, we're
Yeah,
so different.
my upbringing-
I started the atheist club, which was about 10 of us that just got drunk at the bar.
Is that
I was
what you
gonna
called
say,
it?
I'm all for them. Like I'm all for like if you want to. I mean, atheists know more about the Bible than I do, honestly. And I was a fucking missionary. It's great. I love atheists. I get along with them.
Oh, no, it's fun. Well, I just did it because I'm not sure what you have in America, but we've got the stalker spaces, these university stalker spaces, which have something like 20,000 people on the Facebook group. And I just posted one day, I need 10 people to start an atheist club at university. Who's in? Which then started off one of those chains of like
4,000 comments.
But I got 10 people. Right, I got enough people to sign up to be a registered club, and then we just met every week at the bar.
Yeah.
And then we didn't really talk about atheism. We just got drunk. It was like Wednesdays 3:30.
Yeah.
Let's drink.
There's nothing
Totally.
to talk about because no God.
Yeah.
That's That's basically what I did, except for I wasn't even a student at the school. And you say, like, it was amazing, dude. I literally would hang out with people all day. And you know what? We had a Bible study once a week. Okay. And that was like, yeah, you can come to my Bible study if you want. If not, whatever. And I was sober at the time, so I wasn't even drinking. So I would just DD. And I'm not one of those. I wasn't one of those sober guys that like wouldn't go to parties or like to bars and stuff. I would just be the DD. It was fucking awesome, and like I just made a bunch of friends. That's really what it was. And here's my Christian side coming out. I was like, this is what people need. If I'm spreading the love of God, however that is, it's me driving people home from the bar. And I'll be honest with you, I've fell off from the church quite a bit since then, but I still think it's just, kind of a Pascal's wager type situation. I'm sure you're familiar, Kieran and Church, of that. It's like, why not just, say, okay, I'm going to go to church and whatever. So that's kind of where I am now, more agnostic leaning, but it was super fun. How I got in, I just wanted a brief background of how I got into it. I was really into church in like middle school and then in high school. And then I went to college and was one of those kids who was just fucking partying all the time and whatever. And I dropped out of school after one semester. I just overdid it, I guess you would say. And I just went back home and I started working for my church, doing their social media and everything. Cause I mean, churches pay a lot of money. You guys know this. They bleed money, dude. It's insane. So I'm like, okay, I'll just work part-time and make as much as all my friends that are graduated from college, And I just did that. And then they're like, okay, do you want to make zero money at all and go to a college campus? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So I just like restarted my life. And but like I said, best year of my life. I met my wife there and we have a beautiful baby boy now. So it was like, that's the positive that's my positive religion story. Really. I mean, that's it.
Amazing.
Amazing.
So
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, hopefully that's like, I don't want to come off as like a zealot. I mean, obviously I don't, because I'm saying cuss words and all that, but yeah, I really enjoy how you're like so vehemently atheist, because that's my favorite kind of person. I never like to argue with you. It's like, sure, go off, dude. I don't fucking care. What am I going to do? I'm not going to change your mind.
Yeah, no, this mind ain't going to be changed.
No.
But anyway.
Not about anything. This is the guy that tried to sue a kid because he hit him with his car.
No, the kid hit me. The kid rode his bike into me. I was being a lawful citizen. And
Every time, Kembo,
registered.
every time.
Bike riders in Australia need to be registered.
No, less legislation.
Registered
I
because
didn't want people
because
have to
I
I
had to pay the excess on my insurance because of him. And the school was at fault. The school was at fault because they let him out early. It was 3:29, not 3:30. I have witnesses.
Kieran.
Church knows how to rev me up.
I do. There's like three things I bring them up all the time. It's like, anyway, Kieran, what are you going to rant about?
All right. Now, I've got the luxury of 2 bathrooms at my house. I'm not sure if you have 2 bathrooms, Kembo. But
Got 3.
3, there you go. All right, you're gonna be on my side on this. Oh yeah, I've actually got 2 housemates. Mm-hmm. And we've got 2 bathrooms, right? And I've got I use one bathroom, right? Blaine uses the other bathroom. That's fine. That's completely separate. Church has been over. He knows the bathroom situation.
Yeah.
Niall started in Blaine's bathroom. So I had one to myself, and Niall and Blaine had theirs. And then Niall, a few weeks into us moving into this house in the start of the year, says, the shower's crap in his bathroom. He's going to come over and use the bathroom that I'm in. That's fine. That's cool. Mm-hmm. He uses the bathroom, brushes his teeth, shits, showers. All fantastic. That's great. We've got a cleaning schedule. That's fine. We're good. We're fine with this. Now, the problem is, Niall's now split between the 2 bathrooms. He brushes brushes his teeth in Blaine's, and then uses the shower because it's a better shower, the one that I use. But he's split across, but he's not cleaning because he's saying he's not contributing to the mess. I have given him an ultimatum. I have said that he needs to pick a bathroom.
Pick
Wow.
Niall, pick a bathroom. Don't
bathroom,
spread
Niall.
yourself across two. Pick one.
You know what I like
Where-
about this?
Where do you get off?
Yeah, Niall's not going to listen to this. And you're trying. You know what? Sometimes I bring rant into the show that I want certain people to listen to and maybe change their behavior. And
No, I'll clip this and I'll send it to him.
Okay. But usually
I sent him some money the other day because he bought some stuff, transfer it, and I wrote on the, you know how you can write on the pay thing?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, fucking pick a bathroom.
Oh God, yeah, that's how you got to do it. That's how you got to do it. You got to be in his face about it.
That's
really.
right.
I mean, oh God, when I was a missionary, that was like the only time that I ever had roommates because I was, like I said, I dropped out of college like after one semester, was just living with my parents forever. And besides living with my now wife, I lived with roommates for a year and a half when I was in college. And these guys, I mean, same exact situation, except I had the whole downstairs, but they would always shit in my bathroom in the downstairs. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Stink up the whole goddamn house.
Jeez.
Christ's sake.
Well, I also have a rant.
Pick a bathroom, Niall.
Yeah, thank you. It's pick a bathroom. That's
Yeah.
right. If you would like to
Pick a bathroom,
join me in my campaign for Niall to pick a bathroom, make sure you sign up to
I'm all about it.
the Instagram page of the We Only Do One Take podcast, and I'll document the series.
Fantastic. Well, I also have a rant, and I feel like
Church, do you have a rant?
I feel like my rant is
Here,
while not as big as both. Like, you know, obviously, Kembo, your rant was a very large and important one for society, and obviously, Kieran's, this is like life changing for you. Your rant. I think mine is the people's rant, and we need one like that. And that is
there you go.
disappointing shit. You know, I had Indian food last night, and I'm thinking, man, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up. I've had a couple of beers last night with some, you know.
Beers and Indian
And I'm
food.
like, how good is it? I'm gonna go to the toilet, and it's gonna be nice. I'm gonna, like, you know, it's gonna stink, but I don't care.
You were constipated, weren't you?
No. But I just wanted, like, everything's gonna come out, and then it's like, yes, I had a coffee in the morning. I had finished up some work in the garage. I'm like, yes, did some work. I've moved. I've had a coffee. I'm gonna go take a shit, and you go take a shit, and you're like, oh.
3 pebbles come out.
That's it?
Ugh,
There's going to be a part 2
God.
to this, and you're just like, but this part 2 is not, it's only, like, the first one was only 50%, and the other one's going to be 50%, but even adding those two together, it still doesn't make 100. It just feels like a flat 50 the whole way through. Disappointing shits are my problem.
I used to tweet exclusively about my shits. Like, on my Twitter was, like, so I 100% feel you on this. Like, dude, I am such an advocate for just talking about, because everybody can relate.
Exactly.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
A mate of mine
It's insane.
at work.
I fucking hate it. I'm 100% on your side.
My mate and I at work, when Snapchat was more popular, and like, you know, yeah, and what we used to... No, we didn't...
No!
We used to...
I love it.
We'd be on the toilet, and we'd take a photo of ourselves on the toilet at work, and then send it to each other.
Always.
And we worked in the same office,
Oh, yeah.
like about 10 desks away.
Yep.
But we'd just call... Instead of Snapchat, we'd call it Snapcrap.
There you
And
go.
it would just be a picture of you on the toilet, like, you know, a selfie on the toilet, and you just send it to your mate, just to let them know that you were taking a shit at work.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
I don't know how
I used to, when I would...
I don't know how I can get
when I would
promoted.
my shits, it was always hashtag toilet tweet. Yeah. It's, dude, I mean, it is so, people need to talk about it more often. Everybody says, like, oh, we need to talk about this. Like, girls are always like, oh, ladies, we need to talk about this more often. Guys, I mean, as much as we talk about farting and shitting and stuff like that, like, the logistics of a good shit need to be discussed more openly, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
I think
Church,
you
for
know
bringing
what.
it up.
Thank you. You know what? Finally, I think we did it, Kev. This is
Yeah.
what our joint podcast should be about.
Shit.
We just get people
my
on
God,
and
dude,
just
I
talk about.
Tell us about your recent
Yeah.
shit.
I could do an hour and a half every week for probably 3 years. I don't know. Probably.
Do you know you haven't been to Australia, have you, Kembo?
No, I have not. I have not. It's on my short list of places. to go.
All right. Well, I've been to America. When I went to America, the diet changes, right? And I mean, I took the biggest shits of my life in America. I'm talking about, my
totally.
God, I've never seen a shit that big before, or that much.
Yeah.
Quantity and
they're
size, and oh my God.
They're either huge or just very loose, is what I feel when I travel to even different parts of the country. It's like just way too big and solid, or just way too loose.
But our toilet bowls are different to the American toilet bowls. The American ones have.
This is the best episode.
They're wider, but the water level is in Australia. The poo has a distance to fall, right?
Yeah.
Before it, and there's a little
Yeah.
bit of water. It's like we're a nation that's in drought. We don't have much water in the toilet bowl, right? And so it's got a bit of a distance. And then it plonks, and you hear that plonky sound, right?
Yeah.
It might get a bit of
You
streak.
get that splash. You get that nice little natural bidet too. Yeah, the natural bidet.
Oh,
But the American toilets, the water's much higher. So you don't quite get
Oh,
that plonk that you do here in Australia.
Yeah.
It goes.
You can really have some going back to your thing, Church. Unsatisfying is the correct. Just not. It's not good. Sometimes I understand. I feel it, and there are different toilets all 3 toilets in my house have different water levels, and I worked in plumbing. I'm a journeyman. I've tried to fix it so many times. I have a storied career history. Okay, I was a plumber at one point in plumbing, and I cannot fix these goddamn toilets.
He was plumbing the holy water. Obviously, that would be the way I would be doing that. Oh, far out. Yeah, so unsatisfying.
But in Australia, the water level in our toilets is
It's
the
very
same.
low.
Like I come
Very
here
low.
and it's the same. My
Yeah.
house is the same. I go to someone else's, unless they've got a bidet.
Yeah.
But it's still basically the same.
My next house will have a bidet.
Yeah.
I think that's.
Oh, I'm all about that. Happy bidet is what I say when it's somebody's birthday, because I'm buying them a bidet. That was a great joke, wasn't it, guys?
It was amazing.
Thanks.
It was amazing.
We'll add in some laughter
you cut
there.
out there. You cut out there.
Yeah, no, it's because you guys are all cutting out.
That's the one.
I
That's the
assume
one.
you laughed there. Yeah.
Well, that's enough talking about shit for now, because I want to save it for our real podcast, the
shit-
money making
Yeah.
podcast.
The shit podcast.
Yeah, the one that we're gonna do an hour and a half on
Yeah.
for 3 years. Yes.
I wonder how many guys would just be like, yeah, I'd probably. It's the next Joe Rogan. He'll actually want to come on and talk about his shits, his giant shits full of testosterone that he pumps into his head.
Oh, yeah.
What was that? What's that fucking guy's name that you guys talked to about the guy that wouldn't shut the hell up about?
Rob was.
He was like a conspiracy guy recently. Yeah, Rob.
Yeah. Ugh.
That guy has massive shits all the time. He only eats red meat. I guarantee it.
I can't believe how insane that was. Like, for us to do a
Yeah,
whole...
I mean, oh god, I can just imagine like meeting him in a grocery store parking lot, and just being like, "Oh, great day outside, huh?" And then he'd just be like, the thing is, oh fuck.
He's the kind of guy that wants to talk to you in a doorway.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, like he was fine. Like as a person, like I said, if I met him in a grocery store parking lot and he just like started going, it's like, okay, I mean, whatever.
Oddly enough,
fucking you shake those people off,
Yeah.
especially down here in central Illinois where it's all like hick town and a
oddly
bunch
enough,
of rednecks and everything. You gotta, as you call them, don't you call them bogans?
Yeah.
Over there or something like that.
Yeah, but we also have middle upper class bogans
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. It's very weird.
We have a range of bogans.
Yeah. You could be a millionaire bogan.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure.
that
Yeah.
sounds-
Like, what's his name? What's that guy? The Virgin guy, Richard. Richard Branson. Right?
Yeah, he's kind of a bogan, not really. He's just more.
just the way that he talks, I feel like is just very, Cockney Australian, if you will,
Isn't he British?
Just,
He's British, yeah.
yes.
He's British. He's British.
Yes.
Think you know Steve Irwin. We would consider him
What's
a
up?
bogan because of that accent that he has and the way he's a millionaire, or he was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
but
billionaire, yeah.
but in the same sense, he'd be like, "Oh mate, let's go get them crocodiles." Oh
Yeah.
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 Oh, Kieran, you got some news for us?
I do indeed. New York City tells people to have sex through glory holes to avoid coronavirus. New York City health officials recommended people have sex with each other through glory holes in the fight to stop the spread of coronavirus. The city's health department released a safe sex guide for those living in America's COVID-19 epicenter that encourages New Yorkers to take all possible precautions during sexual encounters. Among the guidelines was a suggestion to make it a little kinky. Be creative with sexual positions and physical barriers, like walls that allow sexual contact while preventing close face-to-face contact.
Did they just state government-funded glory holes? Like, that's what I got out of that.
Yes. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm writing that down. Government funded.
Well, if they're saying that this is the best way of doing it to keep us safe, they have to fund it.
That's right.
I mean, that's what they do for WorkSafe.
Do glory holes exist? I mean, is that an insane question? I mean, have you
I've never
guys
used
ever
one.
encountered? Do they exist, or is it?
I remember going
is it a fairy
to
tale?
the local shopping centre, Greensboro Plaza, right?
Where the fuck are you going with this?
And I remember going.
This is what
I remember
I want.
taking a shit, right, and looking at you got the cubicle wall, right, and going, why is there a metal on the majority of this wall?
Yeah.
Like, as there's a number of cubicles. Why have they put up glued a metal frame?
Okay.
Which I didn't understand for years. And then I realised it must have been glory holes.
So there was
Hell
glory holes
yeah.
at Greensboro.
That is awesome.
Probably. Because it should just be that normal partition, the wall. And the metal, it wasn't like a metal one. They had stuck it on.
Right.
And it was on all the cubicles.
That's like one of the that's one of the reasons why I feel bad for gay people, that they feel like they need to do that. It's like, just fucking suck a cock at home, dude. I don't care. Go ahead. What do you got to do that
Keep your
for?
damn coronavirus cocks at home, like the rest of us.
Yeah. Just go at home. Who cares? Stay there for 2 weeks. Yeah.
Be kinky, get
A
tested.
hooker, and then you that's the thing. You get a hooker, you pay for 1 day or however many hours, but you get to keep them for 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Oh.
Life hack.
Well, speaking of sex, Kieran, I know Kembo
One of
knows
my-
what this is. I know what Kembo knows what this is. But Kieran, do you know what Twitch is? The website.
It's the game thing.
Yeah, so people can stream their gaming online, and they can put a video cam of them playing, and they can interact with the audience. I've watched a few speed runs and all that sort of fun stuff. I'm sure Kevmo's watched a few stuff on Twitch here and there.
For sure, yeah. I'm a big Grateful Dead show. They stream concerts on there too.
Yeah, they do a whole bunch of stuff, and especially in this whole COVID thing. They've just done a whole bunch of extra stuff to sort of get people on the platform and do it. Oh, and all that. You still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. Sorry. So, my recently, a gentleman has decided, you know what? I need to take some people to court. So this guy here, a sex addict, is suing Twitch for $25 million because hot female gamers made him masturbate so much he had chafing on his penis.
Oh my god. Dude.
So, Eric Estavillo, who filed a 56-page lawsuit against the video game platform on the June the 15th, claims Twitch has exposed him to overly suggestive and sexual content from various female streamers. and then he's gone, the self-proclaimed sex addict. So already his case is already starting to get a bit flimsy.
Do you reckon the lawyer? I bet the lawyer is charging him per hour. They're not doing this on a no-win, no cost.
Hell yeah, dude.
No.
Get that retainer, bro. Hell yeah.
A self-proclaimed sex addict filed the complaint to the County of Santa Clara's Superior Court in California. Okay, so Kieran, you're the expert here. Estevillo says he suffers from OCD, depression, agoraphobia, panic disorder, and Crohn's disease.
Yeah, and how does that link to...
Okay, so due to his ailments, he heavily relies on the internet for all his entertainment purposes. And the lawsuit states that his daily masturbation has caused injury to his penis. The plaintiff has purchased a fleshlight. Yeah. This is in the lawsuit. Purchased a fleshlight previously, which went unused before Twitch.
Oh.
So,
It's a shame.
Mr. Estevillo began using the device while he watches female Twitch streamers and often ends up chafing his penis with the device, making it extremely painful and constant, which end up causing redness and mild infection on the tip. And then in brackets,
he's already had to sue Fleshlight, right? I mean, like, how do you go to Twitch? You've had to already try to sue Fleshlight at this point, right?
Yeah. So it's got here. So since the fleshlight is electrical and also vibrates, so he bought this.
So
because of all the sexual content and the fleshlight he bought, he's injured his penis, and now he's suing the Twitch for allowing these.
Why doesn't he sue the fleshlight maker?
That's what I would be doing.
What I'm saying,
That's what I would go to. I was whacking off. I said I could use it every day. It didn't say I couldn't use it every day. That's where...
Didn't come with a warning.
Didn't come with a warning.
Yeah.
You can't sue a company who hosts videos, can you?
I don't think so. No.
So what did you say his like mental ailments were? What did you say?
He has OCD. Okay, he's a self-proclaimed sex addict, so he's not even a real sex addict.
Okay.
He's got a medical certificate, right? But he says he suffers from OCD, depression, agoraphobia, which means the fear of going outside, panic disorder, and Crohn's disease.
All right,
but
so
none of that links to...
Nothing that links to anything.
Yeah.
So listen to this. My wife just went back into working into her office, right? So I work from home. Yeah. And I think I should sue my wife because I check all those boxes and I've been jacking off a lot and I'm getting scabby down.
$25 million. That's how much he thinks his penis is worth.
25 million.
Oh yeah. You know? I'm sure it is agoraphobic. Yeah. Sure.
I'd love the judge to go. How's your penis worth 25 million?
Well, that's the thing. If you're saying it's worth $25 million, you've caused $25 million worth of damage. Like, that's how damages work in lawsuits. You have to prove that $25 million worth of damages was caused.
Like, do you think, like, my dad, honestly, like, has paid for, until I started becoming financially independent in the, more upper middle class suburbs, do you think he really paid $25 million to me, like, on my accord? No. So how is a penis worth that much money? It's like, what? That's what it's for, dude. Like, making a kid?
I can't even think of a porn star that would, like, a male porn star that would be worth $25 million.
Oh, God, no. Well, Peter North, I mean, come on.
Except for that guy who's like the astronaut, like they've got the memes about the
Johnny
guy.
Sins.
Yeah,
Johnny
that's the
Sins.
one.
Come on, you're talking to, come on.
That's the only one.
You gotta name more obscure guys for me to not get it. Johnny Sins, that's the guy, dude.
Well, speaking of another cancel culture, they're gonna cancel, what's his name?
James Dean.
They've already cancelled him. The other guy, the one with the mustache, the famous big fat guy, the fat porn star.
Ron Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy, they're cancelling him because apparently he raped some women back in the day.
Yeah.
Not that that's funny, sorry. I should have laughed when I said that.
I want to cancel this guy because he fucked me and I got paid for it. Okay.
Well, that Mia Khalifa chick is also complaining, like she was in porn for 3 months, and she's complaining, like, she was forced into it, this and that, and I'm like,
dude, it's like not even worth talking about. Come on. That's what I'm saying, dude. Cancel culture.
You wouldn't even
That's
be
what I'm
famous.
saying.
You wouldn't even be famous without doing the porn.
Exactly. Insane.
Oh well, what are you gonna do? Kembo, have you got some some news for us from the USA?
Yeah,
All right, here we
yeah,
go.
for sure. So I have, like I said, I have a bunch. Like you guys do rants and whatever, but what I say is I have takes.
Ooh.
I understand that you only do one take, but I have a trillion takes here.
Okay.
That's fine. We just put them all into
Yeah.
one episode.
So you talked about boomer humor on Facebook the other day.
Oh yeah.
You're wrong. It's great. Okay.
Oh, please elaborate.
Dude, I'm part of a Facebook group. So you said that, like, I think recently you'd said that mostly your social media is Facebook and Instagram. Well, Facebook is actually dying in America.
Yeah.
Like people that are our age are not
Nah.
on it really at all.
It's basically
And
just
it's
Instagram.
mostly Twitter and Instagram. Instagram more than Twitter. But yeah, the boomer humor on there. Oh my god, dude. I I mean, I hate love it, obviously, but I love it so much that I just screenshot it and I I post it to my Twitter and I post it to my Instagram. It's so funny. The thing is, I belong to a group, a Facebook group that is my hometown, uh, which I am living 3 hours away from, but I still belong to this group. There's 16,000 people that belong to this Facebook group, and they're always posting the dumbest shit on there. It's insane. It's like I'm gonna have to send you guys some of that. It's like
Please.
literally like how I changed light bulb. It's like what the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh.
And it's not necessarily
That's easy. You get
humor,
church
it's
over.
just like yeah.
That's
Call a bunch of wogs. And they'll come over and they'll go, I do. Don't call anyone. That's all right.
It's insane, dude. I love it so much. So
You know,
that's one of my takes.
My nonna just got Facebook. So if you want to follow her, you should follow her, Kira.
Oh my god, is she doing videos?
No. She's just like she just had a heart operation and this and that, and so we thought, we'll set her up on Facebook. That way we can message her and send her photos and this and that. But she's on it all the time because she's got not much else to do. So she's just liking all these Italian pages. She's talking to people in Italy. She's commenting on everyone's photos. Like, you know.
Old people don't know the rules
No.
of.
Yeah, they really don't. It's crazy. I love it. But that's the thing is, I fucking love it. I like relish those things. There's a so I'm, there's a group message that I'm in. Um, so one of my friends, he moved from the area across the country to Florida, and he just like made this massive group message on Facebook Messenger and was like, "Hey, here's our new address. Thank you guys. Whatever. This just update your records." And that was 3 years ago, and ever since then, it's been old people like sharing like pictures that are like "Good morning," like every day. Dude, I'm fucking. Oh god. And my wife, she's always like, "Why don't you just leave the group?" I'm like, "Because it says that I left the group, you know, and the thing, and also I love it." Like I love that stuff. It's
I
like,
think the worst is
God bless every single one of you, and it's just like weird, like back the blue memes, and like just it's like so insane, and it's just because my friend who put me, like I'm a fringe friend of his too, which is crazy. I'm a fringe friend of his. Well, he was my coworker. That's why. And then it's all these like his relatives that are all 50 plus years old, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, just let me just send a good evening, good morning, and good night every single day." I love it, dude.
I'm so glad that my family, like my parents, don't have Facebook. My brother doesn't really use Facebook, and a lot of my uncles and aunts just aren't on it, which is
Yeah,
great.
it's not good
No,
for older people.
But Jess's family are, and they have this like family group chat, and it's just pictures of the grandchild. So the mum sends the pictures of the grandchild,
Yeah.
and the grandparents send the pictures of the grandchild, and that's all I get. And I'm like, you know what? I actually use my phone for work.
Yeah.
I'll be like sitting there, oh, I got
Yeah.
a phone call. Oh, no, I don't. I have 400 messages and 30 pictures of this child. And then 15 messages go, look how cute he is today.
Oh, but it's the first
Yeah.
grandchild.
You know what? Just like a penis and an opinion, you have the right to have it. Like, keep it hidden.
Yeah,
Keep it
exactly.
hidden.
Exactly.
Wait,
Here's another question I have for you. Do you say maths when you're talking about the subject in school, and why?
Yeah, maths.
Yeah, I find it weird that Americans call it math. It's
Why?
maths with an S.
Okay, you say it's mathematics, right?
Yeah, correct.
It's got an S
Yeah.
at the end, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's already a pluralized.
I'm so glad
Okay.
you're here because I've got no idea how to answer that question.
It's already pluralized, so you can't just have a singular math. You have to
Okay.
have math.
Science. Do you call science sciences?
Yeah, if it's multiple types of science,
Oh, well,
like
well,
you know,
there's
if
my
you know
argument.
physics and chemistry and biology, those are sciences.
I guess.
Yes.
I don't know.
I just bullshitted my way to an answer.
I'm so glad you're here because I would have spun the crap out of that.
I keep it
I don't
sharp and to the point.
Whatever.
I would have waffled on for a good 10 minutes about nothing.
This is why you're a politician.
Yeah.
Exactly. Here's another why do you say this question.
Okay.
Why do you say when you're talking about not a DVD, but you're popping in the cassette? What do you call that?
A video? VHS?
Yeah, like a video.
Yeah, you were saying
what
this
is
on the
that?
show. VHS.
Yeah. Well, you said it right that time, but you
Oh.
guys say H all the time. I don't
Oh
get
yeah,
that.
H.
What's
yeah.
that about?
That's just Australian.
It's just... See, okay, so my name's Kieran,
Yeah.
right?
Correct.
Thank you for approving.
But it's Kieran. But when I was in America and I was spelling it, if I was getting a coffee, I would say Kieran. But the E's and the A's, it was like the Americans couldn't get it. And I ended up just saying Frank for my coffee
Yeah.
orders.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Because
There-
it's like, it's you say
Literally
Aaron,
the
but
next-
we say Aaron, but we're meaning the same, it's the same spelling. Like,
I literally the next note in my phone after that is, are we just a bunch of fucking idiots over here or what? Which I'd say we are. I'm a proud idiot though. I'm not a proud boy,
Australians
but
are
I'm a
stupid
proud
in
idiot.
just different ways, I think.
but Australian, the dialect and the sounds, we cut off a lot of sounds.
yeah.
So we say
Yeah.
Melbourne.
Yeah.
But Americans come and say Melbourne.
Yeah.
And it probably should be Melbourne.
You know, the easiest way to think of it to say Melbourne is just instead of being how it's actually spelled, it's Melbin.
Yeah, Melbourne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
That's like, Canadians when they're saying about they're talking about
a boot.
a boat that's across that's driving on the water, a boat.
Ah, yeah.
That's
But it's like
basically
Canberra.
a boat.
Like our capital city, Canberra, is Canberra, but you just say it as Canberra, Canberra.
Yeah, not Canberra.
Canberra? Oh,
Yeah,
I honestly love that because that's how I do it. Anyways, there's a hot dog place like I mentioned before called Portillo's. That's a Chicago chain, and I call it Portillo's. Just it's Portillo's. I call it Portillo's.
He's half Australian.
Everything
He really
that can
is.
be shortened, I shortened it as much as possible. Hey guys, I'm gonna come down there and live there. How does that sound?
Sounds good to us. You can.
Well,
the
I
other
wanted
problem
to
is at this
say,
place you might have to
before
pay
we
for your
go,
health
for
care.
sure. I do need to ask you, do you have a DJ for your wedding, Church?
No, we don't. I was actually hoping to get a band, but if you come down,
Dude, I'm telling
Absolutely.
you one thing. You would not have to pay me a cent. I would take a vacation down there. All you would need to do is because you're a band guy. I just need the speakers and everything, and I'll bring my laptop, I'll bring my mixer, whatever. I'll straight up do it for free for a vacation. Okay.
OMG.
The only person you have to convince is my lovely fiance. But
Hey,
I
and
will
guess
put in
what?
a good
I
word.
guarantee I will not convince her. But also, it's out there.
Oh, amazing.
Or
Amazing.
failing that, we podcast the entire wedding. There she is.
Well, that's probably gonna happen. Just grab yourself a what do you call it, a blue Yeti, and set it in the middle of the goddamn reception. You got the whole thing.
No, I was thinking maybe we need a soundproof booth, right? And we'll be like,
there you go.
and there she is. She's
Get the egg
walking.
cartons. Get the egg cartons all
You're
over.
in the bridal party.
She's walking down. She's walking down the. No, you can go live to me. Yep, I'm at the front here. I think it's about 5 minutes till she comes down the aisle. How's Turch going? He's sweating. He's quite nervous. Let me check in with everyone else. Back to you in the studio. Oh, perfect. How could this not be Jess listens to this podcast as well, so I can't wait till she hears this part. Jess, text me when you get to this part.
You know what's really worrying about this part of the show? If somehow we're podcasting, I can't be the technical director, which means that there'll be no sound. It'll be a bunch of people wearing microphones and no recording occurring.
Dude. A bunch of lav mics on everybody. Yeah, that's great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, Kembo, we've kept you for far too long.
Yeah.
And all that sort of stuff. So please plug all your podcasts and this and that, because we want to make sure that people go and listen to your shows as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's so late here. It's 10:15 p.m. Oh, I'm like gonna fall asleep right now. Man, you kept me for way too long. No, appreciate you guys having me on. Go ahead and check out the Sixer podcast, Sixer. It's everywhere you can find podcasts.
And what do you do?
And it's
what
fun.
What do you
It's
do
like
on
a playlist.
that show?
It plays like a playlist. Yeah, you guys got to do one.
Yeah.
I have the other guys that I'm buddies with. They've all been kind of doing them, and it's fun. Just listen to it, and you get the idea.
Awesome.
And Karaok Big-E. That's Karaok Big-E. And that's where we sing karaoke on a podcast, which is an awful idea to begin with, and it's actually bad too.
You know what? You were all back in the studio the last episode, and you were singing the karaoke. I'm like, God, I missed it so much.
Like, seriously, I was like holding on for just like our couple listeners to like message us, and they actually have. They've been like, "Oh hell yeah, dude, you're back in." I'm like,
I was
okay,
wrapped.
it's
when I heard you sing "Down with the Sickness," I was in. I was straight in.
It's fun to do. I just like hanging out at our buddy Blake's house, and yeah, he's got a pool, so that's a plus.
Always a bonus. And with that, for all your wanking needs, people, make sure you follow us on SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, and the Boomer Facebook that it is. And if you'd like to send us some hate mail, a death threat, or a rant, record it on your phone and send it to us at weonlydoontakepodcast@gmail.com. Kembo, thank you so much once again.
Yeah, thanks.
And Kieran, thank you so much for another amazing episode.
Oh, good.
And we will see you
next Thursday. That was fun.
Seriously,
that was great.
We will send you.
Like, literally, the entire time, you guys have been cutting out every quarter of a second.
Oh, no.
So, I think I deserve a trophy. Thank you for having me on.
Well, it doesn't sound like that,
No,
though.
it's not on our side, so
I know.
Which is good.
Yeah, I mean, I figure it actually sounds good on your end, so I'm glad that that's usable, but that's why I was, like, interrupting you the entire fucking time. I'm sorry.
I was too, it's all good. But make sure, well, as a trophy, make sure you send us an address, and we'll send you guys a jar of Vegemite.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll send you some celery salt, and I'll send you some Have you ever heard of Jardiniere?
No.
Jardiniere. Do you like spicy food, or either of you like spicy food?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll send you some Jardiniere.
Alright.
It's
Sounds
fucking
good.
awesome.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Pretty
awesome.
This is going to be a great trade.
Thank you again, boys. I'm going to go talk to my wife and tell her that I said very good things about her.
Excellent.